Hi again, welcome to this very short series of videos on the laws of the body. So this is the third law. So what's the third law? Well, it is the law of recuperation. Now, as you probably know, recuperation literally means to recover. And again, this is something that is absolutely essential for your survival. In fact, it is totally impossible, even for the strongest, the fittest, and the healthiest of people, to be continually moving and on the go the whole time. The reason being is that every single thing you do, every bodily function, every movement consumes energy and power. And that energy and power obviously needs to be replenished at some stage. And this replenishment can really only occur during periods of inactivity. So there are three different ways to recharge, if you like: rest, recreation, or sleep. Now, by rest, Dr. Fleet literally means taking a breather and having a change of activity. It doesn't necessarily mean going to sleep, although, midday naps can be very, very beneficial. But rest simply means doing a different kind of activity or a different task. And that can simply mean something as simple as getting up from your computer and going for a short walk. And according to the research, we should be taking frequent breaks throughout our working day. In fact, they recommend that every 30 minutes or so, you should get up and move around. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people are almost afraid to take these breaks because they think it's going to interrupt their concentration or decrease their productivity. Well, the converse is actually the truth. Without a doubt, if you don't take the time to relax, at some stage, you're going to feel completely used up and your efficiency and your productivity will definitely diminish. And this is another reason why tiredness is such an important signal. Feeling tired is literally your body's way of telling you that you're starting to cause damage. So the advice is you should heed the warning and either rest your entire body or just the part of you that's starting to feel tired. Now, sometimes it may just be your brain that needs a break. So do something different, a different activity. Now, another effective way of resting your brain is actually through recreation. What do I mean by recreation? Well, it's the same as having a hobby. It simply means or simply involves you doing some kind of activity that is fun and enjoyable. And whilst recreation is not a substitute for rest and sleep, having a hobby is essential. Doing something that is different to your normal mundane day-to-day activities is not only enjoyable, but it's good for you. And it's good for you because what you're doing is actually stimulating different neurons in your brain. And by stimulating different neurons, you're making new connections in your brain. And by making new connections, you're forming and making new proteins. And apparently these proteins can help make you and keep you younger and healthier. Now, just to reiterate, the only requirement for a hobby is that you just need to enjoy it. We all have different interests, so it can literally be painting, it could be gardening, cooking, reading, or what have you. It doesn't matter. So the moral is simple. Don't just work and work. You also have to balance that with activities that are fun. Now, obviously, at some stage, sleep does become essential. So take heed of this point. It's really, really important not to let your recreational activities encroach or come at the expense of your sleep. And that certainly can happen. Now, who here hasn't purged on a Netflix series just to regret it the next morning? So the bottom line is sleep is absolutely essential. And going without sleep can eventually cause some pretty nasty side effects. Just how much sleep you need? Well, again, that's an individual matter. But regardless, you should always wake feeling rested. So why is sleep so important? Well, in short, it is when the body heals, it's when your body repairs itself, and it's when your body eliminates all the toxins that you've built up over the course of the day. It's also a time when your conscious mind can rest, which means that any thoughts or problems that you may have had during the day can pass into your subconscious mind, and that becomes the subject of your dreams. And this is why very often, if you've had a problem or something that's been preoccupying you over the previous day or few days, very often you may awake the next morning with a solution. And the reason that happens is because your subconscious mind has been working on that during the night. Now, if you're looking for solutions or strategies to help you get a proper night's sleep, then I suggest you look at our Dying for Sleep series on our YouTube page. Now, we'll see you next time for our fourth and final law, and we'll speak to you then. Bye-bye.